Hi, I'm Kimberly Polin. I'm the academic dean and a computer science A teacher at the Williston Northampton School in East Hampton, Massachusetts. This is my first year teaching APCSA. In my AP Computer Science A class, I use OpenClass for daily skills quizzes. So, for example, if my students were responsible for the content of 2.2 the night before, we go through a lesson. And then after our lesson is done, I have my students do a short 4 to 6 question quiz that incorporates multiple choice questions and coding questions to confirm that they understood the content in that lesson. So these are more formative assessments for my students. So I want them to be able to get things wrong and try again. So what I love about open class is I can have them actually try coding. They can run their code, edit their code. There are test examples where they can see if they've gotten it correct. And I like that. I don't want them to feel like they have to get it right on the first try when they're just learning the concepts. I also turn on the feature where my students can get some feedback and try again. I give them a little bit of a point penalty if they do that. But so I really appreciate the fact that they can run their code, try again, and then also sort of take a mastery approach to these daily quizzes. So besides the fact that they're a little mad that I make them take a quiz every day, they really like the fact that they get feedback and can try again because it just sort of reduces the pressure and lets them make a mistake and still show me that they can reason their way through it. So I think that's really valuable for them in terms of their confidence and skill building. And having a development environment, it's just more practice. So being able to try the code out, run it, oh, right, I forgot the semicolon, and then add the semicolon back and not be penalized for that, I think is it matches well with how coding works in the real world. Yeah, so making quizzes always takes time, and I still read every single question. I try every single question. I make sure that the answers to every multiple choice question make sense, and none of them are confusing or misleading. So the process of building the quiz, even if I generate a question, using AI or use something from a library, I always make sure to take the time to really go through that carefully so my students have a good experience at the end of the day. So that still is time consuming, but on the other end, the grading is immediate. And that's wonderful, right? So it reduces the time that I need to spend in reviewing their work, but it also gives the students instant feedback, which I think is the more important part of that speed. So I love that grading is just done for me, but I really, the true benefit is that my students get that feedback immediately, and I allow them through the settings of my quizzes to take that feedback and integrate it and try the question again. All of it. Please don't disappear. I like I said, I really enjoy the ability to generate questions based on a learning objective. So there are very clear learning objectives that are defined by College Board, and I can copy it and paste it into OpenClass, and it will give me questions, which is magical. And of course, again, I always take the time to really go through those questions and edit them, but it's just wonderful that I don't have to go scouring the internet for quiz questions. Also, the ability to do a quiz in a development environment is really, really helpful because I want my students to be practicing coding as much as possible. So multiple choice questions that I use are great for asking, really targeted questions. But then when I want them to bring it all together, having a development environment to do that is far more authentic. I appreciate the ability to turn on mastery-based options. I use that on every single quiz so that my students can retry. And the auto grading, right? I just keep talking about how valuable that is both for my time and for the students. So I would be pretty sad, Alec, if it went away. So yeah, I mean, this may be particular to the fact that open class is still an emerging technology and that it's new, but We've had a fantastic partnership, my school and Open Class. My students have found little issues here and there, and Open Class has been really responsive about taking care of those things, which has been really exciting. We've been able to give feedback on our experience, and I feel like those suggestions that we made have been taken really seriously and have improved the platform and the sort of technical experience for us. So it's been a really great year.